Hey, Emily. Did you get a chance to look at my email yesterday? It was 9:12 on Wednesday morning. I had barely opened my laptop. My coffee was still too hot to drink. And suddenly, my manager was standing beside my desk asking about an email I had completely planned to answer later. My stomach dropped. Yes, I said. Then I immediately realized that answer wasn't quite true. I had seen the email, I just hadn't replied. And back then, I had a bad habit. If I didn't have the answer yet, I usually didn't reply at all. I thought replying was something you did when the work was finished. That email had arrived the afternoon before. Tuesday, 3:47 p.m. I remember the exact time because I was already trying to finish 3 other things before the end of the day. The subject line said, "Client numbers. Quick look." It was from my manager, Sarah. I opened it. "Hi, Emily. Could you take a quick look at the numbers on page 3 and let me know if anything looks off?" Thanks. That was it. No deadline, no urgent, no red exclamation mark, nothing that looked scary. I opened the attachment. 8 pages. Then I looked at the clock. 3:48. I still had a report to finish, a customer message to answer, and a meeting at 4:30, so I thought I'll look at it tomorrow morning. Simple. I closed the email, and I didn't send a reply, not even got it. At 4:28, I joined my meeting. The meeting ran late. By the time it ended, it was almost 5:15. I packed up and went home. I didn't think about Sarah's email again. Not once. The next morning, I got to my desk around 9. I opened my laptop, checked Slack, opened my calendar, started making coffee, and then Sarah appeared beside me. "Hey, Emily. Did you get a chance to look at my email yesterday?" For 1 second, my brain tried to pretend I had no idea what she was talking about. Then I remembered. Page 3, client numbers. Quick look. "Oh," I said. "Yes, I saw it." Sarah waited. That tiny pause told me she was expecting another sentence. I was going to look at it this morning. Her expression barely changed. But there was another small pause. Then she said, "Okay, I was hoping to send the final version to the client first thing this morning." Oh, there it was. First thing this morning, she hadn't written that in the email. And honestly, she probably should have. But she had still been waiting for me. And she had no idea I had decided to do it in the morning. "I'm sorry," I said. "I didn't realize you needed it before this morning." Sarah gave me a small smile. "No worries. I should have been clearer about the timing." Then she added, "If you can take a look now, that would be great. Absolutely." She walked away, and I immediately opened the attachment. This time, those 8 pages looked much more important. I went straight to page 3. There were 4 tables, 3 charts, and a list of monthly sales numbers. I started checking everything. 5 minutes later, I found something. One of the totals didn't match the source file. I checked it again. Definitely wrong. I messaged Sarah, found one issue on page 3. The April total should be 108,420,200, not 148,200. "I'm checking the rest now," she replied almost immediately. "Good catch. Thank you." 10 minutes later, I sent another message. "Everything else looks good." Sarah reacted with a thumbs up. Problem solved. At least technically. But I still felt uncomfortable because I kept thinking about the same question. If she needed it first thing in the morning, why didn't she just say that? At lunch, I told my coworker Daniel what had happened. "I don't get it," I said. She didn't give me a deadline, so I thought tomorrow morning was fine. Daniel took a bite of his sandwich. Honestly, yeah, she could have been clearer. I pointed at him. "Thank you," he held up a hand. "But, of course there was a but. Did you reply to the email?" "No." "Did you tell her you'd look at it in the morning?" "No." "Did you even send a got it?" "No." Daniel looked at me. So from Sarah's side, he paused. "You disappeared." "I did not disappear." "You electronically disappeared." I laughed. "That sounds dramatic. Think about it. She sent you something she needed. You opened it, but she didn't know you opened it. You decided to do it tomorrow, but she didn't know that either. So for 15 hours, she had no idea what was happening." I stopped laughing. That was annoyingly reasonable. "But I couldn't finish it yesterday." "You didn't have to finish it. You just had to close the loop." I looked at him. "Close the loop." "Yeah. Let her know you saw it and let her know what to expect. That's it." He picked up his phone. "You could have written, 'Got it. I'll take a look first thing tomorrow morning.' Or, 'I'm tied up this afternoon, but I can check this by 10 tomorrow.'" does that work? Or even, saw this, I'll get back to you tomorrow morning. I stared at him. That's it, so I didn't need to do the work. Right, I just needed to reply. Exactly. I leaned back in my chair. For years, I had thought about work emails in two categories. Done. Not done. If the task wasn't done, I waited. Then I replied when I had the answer. But now I was starting to see a third category. Acknowledged, not finished, but not forgotten. That afternoon, another email came in. This time it was from Ben. Hey, Emily, when you have a minute, could you send me the latest customer list? I was in the middle of something. My first instinct was, I'll do it later. Then I stopped. I typed, yep, saw this. I'm finishing something right now, but I can send it over in about an hour. Ben replied, perfect, thanks. That was it, 10 seconds. No stress, no guessing. An hour later, I sent in the file. A few days later, Sarah emailed me again. Could you review the first 2 slides when you get a chance? This time, I didn't wait. I replied, absolutely. I can take a look this afternoon and get back to you before 3. A minute later, Sarah wrote, that works, thanks. And suddenly, there was no mystery. I knew when she expected it. She knew when I planned to do it. Nobody had to walk over to anyone's desk the next morning. It was almost disappointingly easy. A few weeks later, I was working with a new employee named Chloe. I sent her a spreadsheet and asked, could you double-check column C? 2 hours passed, no reply. I told myself it was fine. She was probably busy. Another hour passed, still nothing. And then I caught myself thinking, did she see it? Is she working on it? Should I follow up? And suddenly, I understood Sarah. It wasn't always about wanting an immediate answer. Sometimes you just wanted to know your message hadn't disappeared into a black hole. Later that afternoon, Chloe walked over. Sorry, she said. I saw your email earlier. I was going to check it tomorrow morning. I almost laughed. Instead, I said, no problem. Then I added, next time, just send me a quick note so I know you saw it. She nodded. Like what? For a second, I heard Daniel's voice in my head. So I said, something simple. Got it. I'll look at it tomorrow morning. Or, I'm tied up right now, but I can get back to you by 10. That way, I know what to expect. She smiled. Got it. Then she paused. I'll look at it tomorrow morning. I laughed. Exactly. That experience changed one small habit for me. Now if I get a work email I can't deal with right away, I try not to leave it sitting there silently. I don't need the finished answer yet. I can still say, got it. I'll take a look. I'll get back to you by tomorrow morning. 10 seconds. That's usually all it takes. Because sometimes the other person isn't waiting for the finished work. They're just waiting to know that someone is on it. And yes, I reply to Sarah's emails a lot faster now. If you enjoy learning the English people actually use in real offices, meetings, and everyday life, subscribe to FluentTrail English. We'll keep learning it through stories like this. See you in the next story.